see, let's get into it. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Everybody say, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said, we got so much to talk about. I said, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on. How are we doing, Star Fam? Thank you all so much for being here. We have a fun show for you today. Arnold is back with his hysterical fashion takes. We're going to talk about a bit about the Grammys, and we're going to talk about some of the looks of the Grammys. Then we'll get into our, woos of the night and our woes of the night, and then we'll let you all go. So let's get into it. Would you please welcome me in bringing up the wonderful, hilariously, and talented Arnold. Hey, my love.
Hey, Star family. What's going on?
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence yet again. I love the award season because that means that we just get to spend more time with you, and we really, really do enjoy your takes. Hey, Vodka, how are you?
With 3 olives.
3 olives. Hey, All Day Finesse. All Day Finesse at the R&B Girlies got their flowers, and I'm so happy. They sure did. They sure did.
You did.
Hey, Bianca. Hey, Busola. Thank you for being here. Hey, Miss T. Shawanda said, so excited to hang with you all during this review recap. I'm all comfy, and ready to listen and relax. Amen. Miss T said, yes, fashion recap. Hey, Miss C, how are you? Thank you. Make sure you guys all drop your likes when you come into the chat. Missy said, hope you all are well. Thank you again. Hey, Piece of Pie. Hey, Shonda. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Multi.
Oh Lord. Live TV.
Hey, Simply Sabal said these fashions were better than the Golden Globes, to say the least. All right. Hey, Miss Kaiser Shote. Hey, Eva. Thank you so much, Shonda. Shonda said, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, Nikki'Star at Home. Thank you so much. Hey, it's Latasha. Latasha said, gotta cook, but wanted to say hi. We'll be listening in the background. Thank you so much. Hey, Just G. Thank you for being here. Nisha said, hey, Nikki, I wanted to apologize if my last comment upset you. I was letting you know the background of being adopted by India by white Americans and understanding of why I love your channel. Nisha, I don't think anything you've said has ever upset me. You've always given really great compliments. So I don't know what this is about, but you've never said anything to upset me. So don't worry. Thank you so much for being here.
I have a co-star in here, by the way.
We love the co-star.
Because.
Hey, Jalen. Yolande says, hi, Arnold.
Hi.
Thank you, Shonda. Rin said, hey, Nikki, I liked the video as soon as I saw your beautiful face. Thank you. Hey, Shanty. Miss T said, Arnold's back.
He's back.
Even said, hey, Arnold, Just G. They're loving on Arnold. I love it. Thank you for showing Arnold some love. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, follow and support Arnold. She has Arnold's Instagram, Arnold's Cash App, and Arnold's Venmo. Are these still correct, Arnold?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Let me.
just let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, they are.
Like I said, I love when you guys do this. Been looking forward to this. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get 2 more, and then we're going to get into it. Kaylee, hey, said, not me catching it live today. Yes, you were catching it live. Thank you for being here. One Namil 87 said, I'm from Philly. Maybe I dreamt this, but Arnold, were you on ABC 6 around Christmas? I think I saw you on my TV. Hashtag
yes, I was.
Tell me what happened.
I was just downtown, and it was maybe a week before Christmas, and they were just standing on the street asking people about last minute Christmas shopping. Oh, was this your last minute? Because I think FedEx made an announcement that you had to have your orders in by like certain day. And they were like, are you done? Are you just getting in? And I literally was with my friend. We took her baby to go see the Macy's light show. And the news was just down there stopping people, asking them about how your shopping is going, what you got today.
Oh,
And it was just a little, yeah.
oh, I love that. It is. He has the best smile. Known as a hell Nikki and Art, I love your reviews. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Miss T, thank you. And that's why we do what we do. All righty. So we are first going to talk just a bit about I just got a message just hella late. We're just going to talk a bit about the Grammys, some of the things that we like, some of the things that we're just like, oh, okay. And then we'll get into the fashions. I first want to start off with the most amazing performance of the night for me, which was Tracy Chapman. She performed. Oh, I done forgot the guy's name. Forgive me.
Isn't it Luke Combs?
Luke Combs.
Yeah.
She performed with him. He did a rendition of her song, and he brought her on to sing it. And we haven't seen Tracy Chapman perform in a very, very long time. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me, Tracy Chapman's voice, it just resonates with my soul. Like, it's just such a piercing, beautiful, and like pure and honest voice. And the song Fast Car just took me back to like a simpler time. Mm-hmm. And I just got so emotional. I got so emotional watching that performance. And there was another thing that made me like so emotional was just like seeing a Black entertainer age, like we never, like for a lot of us, a lot of Black people, we never get to see, especially Black Americans, we never get to see our elders in entertainment age. They're always checking out so young. They're never making it out of their 50s. They're lucky if they make it to the 50s. And then they do. And then when they do, they're gone. Right. Mm-hmm. So just to not see this beautiful soul, but to see like this beautiful soul age so beautifully and to hear that voice, the voice like is still the same. It's still beautiful. It still resonates with my spirit. It was the best performance of the night and it was so emotional. Mm-hmm. I was even trying to watch a clip of it today and I got emotional all over again. That was the best performance of the night. What do you have to say, Arnold?
That's so funny you would say that because I agree, but I think a lot of people agree. I don't know if it's an age thing because that song came out a long time ago. We were children, 80s. Like children.
80s, yeah.
But I was listening to another podcast and the host said the same thing. He was like, I was legit emotional. He was like, but I've always been emotional when I hear that song. And he's like, and I really don't know why that resonates with me. And he said, because it came out when I was a kid and my mom was emotional when it came out. He's like, it was just a really wonderful performance. She looked great. It's so funny that you would mention her aging because she don't really look it. She looks like
the only thing that looks like age on her was her locks. They were gray.
But like her skin looked amazing. She has the exact same face. It's like it's been like 40 years or something. So like
she's 59.
She's 50. Yeah, it was just great. It's a beautiful song. He did a really good cover of the song.
Yes.
And I thought it was wonderful. And it went like straight to #1. And a lot of people discovered that song through him. So I think that it's wonderful that he was able to bring her on like Music's Biggest Night. Yeah. I thought the performance was good. I thought they both sounded good. And I just loved it because I do love that song too. And again, like you don't really realize why it resonates with you. I did not have a crazy alcoholic daddy and I had to like drop out of school and keep,
mm-hmm.
I like, it's not my story, but I'm like, oh, it's just like.
I think for us, we were like babies, right? Yeah. And I think the emotion we took from that song was like this feeling of like, just like sadness and nostalgia, I guess.
And longing.
And longing because our parents were emotional watching that. You know what I mean?
Was it 87, 88?
I want to see when it came out. Fast Car, Tracy. Because I remember her singing it at I believe a celebration of Nelson Mandela's life, but that was in 1988.
Yes, and that was like her first big performance. Yes. And after that performance, the song went to like #1. It was,
Tracy Chapman. Oh, it was released in 1988.
Oh, okay.
Wow. It was released before either one of us was born.
Way before our time. So I don't know why it resonates with me at all, you know?
I just remember being so emotional and just listening to it. It's just, I don't know. The song just went, like, Luke was, good job, Luke. But when her voice, I heard that voice and she started stringing that guitar.
I know.
It went through my spirit and I was like, oh my God.
You know what? I think
Luke Tracy, I miss you.
Luke did do a good job, but I almost don't like when people remake iconic songs like that because I just feel like it can never live up to it. And he didn't do a bad job at all. He did really well. And I'm not surprised that people who had never heard her version before really latched on to his version. They're like, this is amazing. You know what I mean? Because I think it's just that good of a song. But I'm like, I didn't need that from you, Luke. This was
I'm actually the same way about stuff like that. However, I think for me, it was the way that Luke honored her.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll allow it. But like, with songs like that, I don't need, like when Whitney Houston sang the national anthem, I don't need another person to sing it. Like the work is done.
You don't need another person to sing the national anthem?
No, we're done. We already have the best rendition. You can't touch that. Like there are just certain songs where it's just like, that's just never going to happen.
Yes.
Like the way Whitney Houston sang it, I ain't never been emotional over the national anthem.
Yeah.
You hear Whitney Houston?
No, wait. Who performed at the? He was a country guy who performed the national.
Nobody is catching Whitney Houston. I'm sorry.
No. He didn't do better than Whitney Houston, but his made me it made me emotional. We gotta find it.
Yeah, because who?
It wasn't. Who? Let me see.
He even said this about Luke. He didn't steal the stage and he let her shine.
He did.
I agree.
I mean, it's her song, so she gonna shine like it's not material.
It was just like, and I'm telling you, like people who didn't know who Tracy Chapman was, they got introduced to her that night.
Right.
It was such a, I don't know, it was like an honor. It was like she was honored. I can't explain. It was just an emotional moment. Hold on one second. I love that song.
He let her shine.
My little sister got the heat on hell.
Oh, me too. I
hate that. I hate it. We live in LA. It never gets that cold.
No, it's actually. I live in Philadelphia. It's actually legitimately cold today. The heat is so hot. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna shoot in because I could put like a little look on, but then we gonna cut it short because I will be passed out. So I just have my little Uniqlo tee.
Okay, Uniqlo.
It's Chris Stapleton, by the way, who performed.
He's not touching Whitney.
It wasn't, but it was a very amazing, emotional rendition.
But you know what? A lot of people agree because everybody knew who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, like Chris Stapleton. So.
It was good. It was good.
But Aunt Tracy did it for me. I was like, OMG. She looked beautiful. She sounded beautiful. I just felt like this was like her moment to be honored. Like this was her Grammys. It was such a beautiful moment. That for me, that was my favorite performance of the night. I also really like Fantasia. Fantasia's a star, right?
Fantasia is a star.
Everything that she does is like, it's amazing, but I expect that from her.
Right.
I expected her to eat that up. I will say, and maybe it's just because our girl is above it now. I was just like, how do you have a Tina Turner celebration and not have Beyonce?
Not have Beyonce do it.
And then like Beyonce is in, like she's there.
Right.
I'm like, y'all couldn't cut a check, or she didn't, or did she say no? Like it was just weird to have, like, of course Fantasia, but I was just like, I felt like this should have been for Beyonce. Fantasia ate it up though.
I do feel like it should have been for Beyonce. I also was surprised that I have never seen Fantasia do a Tina Turner tribute before. I'm just like, she's
Yeah.
so suited to this. Like, I'm just surprised.
Yeah.
I think she does a lot of tributes though, and she does it really, really well. And she does tributes to, legendary performers because
Yes, all the time. She gives honor all the
very
time.
much legendary performer. She'll do like a Patti LaBelle or something, you know what I mean? Like she's very much in the vein of that style of performer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And she ate. Miley did a good job as well. I thought it was really funny when she was singing her song Flowers and she just looked at everybody and said, "Come on, you know this." And I was like, Miley, outside of the chorus, I don't think anybody else does.
I mean, I know it.
Sing it.
I'm not gonna sing it.
All we know is I could buy myself flowers and then something, hold my hand. She was getting mad at everybody like they knew every lyric. And I'm like, girl, that song had a couple of plays, but it wasn't out there like that. It's a fun song. I like the song, but I'm like, no, you're not going to scold the audience.
It's a
Come
fun
on,
song.
you know this. I'm like, the Grammy audience knows this song word for word, bar for bar.
I mean, but they're music people. They would know. They would know if nobody else know.
Are they music people or gatekeepers?
Both.
But I thought she looked great. I actually prefer what she wore to perform over what she wore on the red carpet.
Yes.
I love that she is returning back to her country roots because I think that's just her wheelhouse. She eats that up.
Yeah.
And I liked it. What did you think?
I think Miley is just really talented. I think Miley has an amazing voice. I like when she sings country. I like when she goes poppy. I like when she even like put a little R&B on it, even though that was problematic, her little bangers era, whatever. I loved it. Like, I just think that she's talented, and I like seeing her perform. Yeah, I really enjoy her just as a musician and in the music space. She writes her songs too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she wrote Flowers. It was about her divorce, right?
Miley she's a phenomenal singer and writer, musician all around, right? But I think because she got big as an actress, I don't think the audience or Miley takes the music as serious as she should.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if Miley really, if she went to like a Matthew Knowles training academy and really put in seriously, really put in the work, she could have the space in music that Taylor Swift holds, and it will be a place that a white woman holds that we're like, oh, that makes sense, right? Yeah. She has it in her. I just don't think that she cares about music that much.
But I think that she is more musician than actress now. Like, I don't see her acting, but she does release music.
She does, but for me, I just don't feel like.
Does she still act?
I don't know, but I just don't feel like Miley fully commits. And maybe it's because she's been a performer since she was a child, and she just does what she wants to do and take breaks, and she doesn't need to like really make money or win awards because she's won so much so young. That could be it as well. But I'm like, you have the chops, you have the talent. She could just be burnt out. That could be it too. That could be it.
I actually enjoy her music and I enjoy her performances.
No, don't you dare. I'm not saying I don't enjoy her or her music. I'm just saying I feel like Miley could do more if she wanted to. If she wanted to. And I feel like Arnold, we have to talk about this. Back in the day, in our time, we had some white pop stars that were eating. I don't see an equivalent to Britney Spears today.
So I think she was given that when like Party in the USA and everything came out. Yes. I mean, but she's an adult. We know her as a child, and you're not, I mean, like a child star and then a teen star. You're really trying to come up. That's when you're making your name. I feel like she at this point has a name. She got a couple albums under her belt. She won a Grammy. You know what I mean? Her dad is famous. She's like, I don't think it's not that she works hard. I feel like she's not striving for fame because she's famous. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's already famous. Yeah. So she's not giving you like Britney Spears debut album right now because she's like, why would I don't need to give that. Like,
Yeah.
y'all got that for me before.
Arnold, I know you're the leader of the Cyrus Hive, but what I'm saying
not.
we are saying the same thing. I'm saying, like, right now, for me, there's like no Britney Spears equivalent. There's no Madonna equivalent. There's no, it's not even a Christina Aguilera equivalent. And I feel like if we would have an equivalent, it would be Miley Cyrus. But Miley Cyrus doesn't. She doesn't care.
Say like Dua Lipa?
No.
No.
We have pop stars, Arnold.
I know, but I think that she's like
they no longer exist. She could do it, but she don't want to. She don't. It's like she's got her money and she lives her life. And when she feels like doing an album, she'll do it. Right?
Yeah.
She's not like we are. For me, I'm so used to like a Beyonce, like a whole rollout. I don't see that. She could do that. I just don't think she wants to.
Yeah. I think she just doesn't want to.
Yeah, she doesn't want to. But I'm saying if she did it, she would eat. She would take over because she has it in her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just chilling and living her best life.
Mm-hmm.
It was. She did a good job, but like nobody was coming at Tasia. All right, she did cute, but yeah, she did cute. What was your favorite performance of the night?
Well, full disclosure, I didn't really watch that many performances. I missed the live telecast, and it is really hard to find Grammy performances online, guys. The Grammys do not play with YouTube. You are not seeing those clips, and if you missed it, you missed it. But I did see a lot of clips, a lot of snippets. I know Burna Boy brought out Brandy, which was amazing because I think Brandy hasn't performed at the Grammys in like 20-something years. SZA performed. I think SZA performed a few times. Mm-hmm. She was great. What's her name? Billie Eilish. Yeah. I thought Billie Eilish did a great job singing that like sad, melancholy song. But it is a beautiful song. So I really liked her performance. It was like, it brought out emotion in me too. But I think that the best of the night was Tracy and Luke. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, I felt like that's what the Grammys was, because, the Grammys are like a collab of artists that you wouldn't necessarily put together. Yeah. And that was a beautiful collab. It was just like a beautiful moment. It was like Tracy's spotlight again. And nothing topped that. I will say Annie Lennox did a tribute to Sinead O'Connor that was also emotional for me as well, because Sinead O'Connor holds a special place in my heart.
Annie Lennox holds a special place in my heart. I love her.
So it was
Scottish lass.
It was very beautiful. And to cut off Annie Lennox when she asked for a ceasefire, as she is dedicating a ceasefire in Gaza, as she is dedicating this performance to Sinead O'Connor, who would literally be doing and saying the same thing.
She would 100%. Like, that would have been her condition for coming. Like, I'm not even coming unless I can talk about like a ceasefire.
I'm just like, why even have this is the thing. For me, that was like so annoying, because I'm just like, then you as the Grammys, you don't know who you invited then. You invited Annie Lennox and then asked her to do a tribute to Sinead O'Connor.
Right. Well, first of all, Annie was going to do it anyway. Annie is that girl too. Like, she's outspoken and she is in her activism. Mm-hmm. She's probably like in her 60s. She's a beautiful voice, a huge star here, a huge star in the UK. You know what I mean? She don't have nothing to lose. Like, and also, why would anyone have anything to lose by saying that? Like, why would that be controversial?
Exactly.
So,
we're not going to get into it, but what I will say is that this is giving very MLK.
Yeah.
MLK. I feel like in 10 years, everybody's going to gaslight us.
Yeah.
And act like everybody has been pro-Palestine and we were all rooting. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
I remember your tweets.
Right.
I remember your Instagram. I remember half the celebrities in Hollywood that got fired. Like, I'm telling you, this is big MLK energy.
Right.
Big MLK energy. But to take it back to the Grammy, I just thought it was so ridiculous. I'm like, you invited Annie Lennox and she's tributing to Sinead O'Connor. What the hell do you think is going to happen?
So what did happen? Like, is there a fallout from that? Or they like she's
No,
not
they
going to
cut
be?
her off. When
Oh,
she
they
was
cut her off.
calling for a ceasefire, they cut her off. I'm like, y'all don't think or y'all don't know the artists that you invite. Because that I'm telling you, if I was producing that, I would have absolutely expected that to happen.
I would have absolutely
I
expected
would
it
have
to happen.
absolutely expected that to happen.
Sinead was off her
Ridiculous.
piece. Sinead
Yeah.
was converted to Islam.
Oh, she did. I didn't know that.
Sinead converted to Islam. Like toward the end of her life, she was like fully, and her name wasn't Sinead O'Connor. She was,
What's her name?
I think she was like something Islam. Like she changed her name to like an Arabic name, a Muslim name.
Well, I don't know. That was just a beautiful performance. And at the end, just like really pissed me off because, Sinead just, since I was a child, there was just how she was treated and how she left this earth.
Right.
Very, very emotional. And I felt like the Grammys had a lot of moments where it was just like, oh my, just pulling at your heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I want to talk about with the Grammys is, of course, Jay-Z's speech. Oh, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Jay-Z's speech, where he basically, Kanye's Beyonce again. All she do is get Kanye.
Right.
When she goes to these award shows, he basically is just saying, we have Beyonce has won the most Grammys, but she has never won album of the year. And then he literally looks at the audience and just says, a lot of you don't qualify and a lot of you shouldn't even be in this category. And I gagged because he was telling the truth. And I felt like he's probably always felt that way. But he did not have the status to be able to say such things. And if a loss is acquired, he will be okay. I think he's at the point now where it's just like if he loses anything, he's a billionaire. It's fine. Now he can say whatever he wants. I agreed with everything that he said, and to give that speech and then to have the album of the year once again go to Taylor Swift, who I know people like her, but I honestly have to be honest. I think that Taylor Swift is an icon of white mediocrity. So she continues to win and get accolades and be put on the platform so that, in my opinion, white supremacy can remain the standard. But I thought that the speech was perfect timing. And I think this is the last time the Grammys is going to see the Carters. I feel like the next time they will be there is to support Blue Ivy when she accepts her Grammy at 23, her second Grammy at 23. Arnold.
You said, wow, you got a lot. You talked about, geez, where does one start? Okay. I think that it's like his right to say that. He said that before Taylor won, though, right? So he wasn't talking about.
No.
He wasn't talking about Taylor. He just was saying in general, right?
Yeah, in general.
I mean, I don't know, because I think I did say last year or in some of my debates or discussions, I think that there's something to be said about, like, does the Grammys give artists, or does Grammys give Black artists, or do the Grammys give Beyonce their flowers? And I'm like, Beyonce to me is a Grammys icon. You know what I mean? She has more Grammys than any person, Black person, white person, man, woman. Like, she has more Grammys than anyone has ever won. So I don't really feel a particular way about her not winning album of the year. I do feel like she has had albums that should have been album of the year. I think not Renaissance. What was the one? Lemonade. I think Lemonade was like her pivotal work. You know what I mean? I thought that was like, and it was so culturally impactful. It was so successful. It was every performance was amazing and iconic. I felt like that was really her album. That's not even my favorite album of hers.
It changed the way people listen to and debut music.
Right.
Like, it literally altered the future of music.
So, I mean, and I'm saying that, and that's not even my personal favorite album of hers. Yeah. I'm just saying that's how impactful it was. So I do think that it should have won. But I don't think that it's like a fair assessment to say that, like, oh, the Grammys doesn't value, Black people, or the Grammys doesn't value Beyonce, because I think that they more than do, because they've given her more. They do recognize her. They just didn't think it was album of the year. Do I find it odd that she would win every single other category in one year, but not that one? I do. Do I also think that the albums that beat her, like Lemonade was up against, what's my girl? Why I want to say Estelle, not Estelle.
Adele
was against.
I think that's when I think I do remember that. I remember when she was really upset, and that's when she made her whole speech about Beyonce.
Right, but I also think that Adele had an amazing album that year too. You know what I mean? So I think that there is a lot of discussion when it comes to this topic, but I do think that they honor them. I also think that people really, and I don't know why people latch onto these things that come so late. This is No Woman has won the album, Black Woman has won album of the year in 25 years. I'm like, yeah, duh, y'all weren't noticing this last year and the year before and the year, you know what I mean? But I mean, there's something to be said of it. Do I think that Beyonce and Jay-Z will come again? I think I've said this before about other award shows. I think that if you are in a field, regardless, you are always going to want to receive the highest honor you can in that field. So this idea that if you don't win, you're just not going to go to these award shows isn't really realistic to me, because you should want to go to these award shows. You make music and you should want to get a Grammy, because that's the highest honor in your chosen field. You are a musician. These are music awards. If you are an actor, if you are a Black actor and you want an Oscar, you know what I mean? Eventually you want an Oscar, and you should. You shouldn't feel oh, I don't care about a Grammy. Yes, you do, and you should. So I think that they should, and I actually like that his message was get it right, because we want the awards, because we want to keep coming. He wasn't we're never going to come here again. We're done with this. You know what I mean? I think that he really is urging for diversity and urging for people to do better in the voting practices. And I think that's fair. But he wasn't saying we're not going to come. And I don't think that he should. And I don't think that.
No, I don't think he said that we're not going to come. But I honestly feel unless they're doing something to honor him or Beyonce, I don't think that they're just going to come as guests, because if you think about it, especially Beyonce, she's far too big for the Grammys at this point, if we're keeping it buck, because there is no other performer or artist at the Grammys that had a meet and greet line. Beyonce did, and they early. When they left early, everybody ran after Beyonce. Freaking Meryl Streep waited in line to meet with Beyonce.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's you have a star that is, just keeping a buck, blessing your award show with her presence when she is way bigger than your award show, and you still overlook her. If you don't want to give it to her for Lemonade, there's no way you can't give it to her for Renaissance, because again, she changed. It was music history, because everything that comes after Renaissance now will be altered because of what she did with that album.
Right.
So to not give her that, because as Variety would say in those post Grammys interviews with the voting board, she's too awarded already. It's not a good enough reason.
That's not a thing.
It's not a reason at all. So I'm just for me as a businesswoman, there's no way I would tarnish that relationship when I see that this person is much bigger than the show that I'm trying to put on.
So to that effect, I saw a lot of people were upset or annoyed that Taylor won, because Taylor has won so much before. I think that kind of goes toward the same point. I don't think we can get mad at Taylor because she's won before. I don't think we could say oh, well, she's won 3 times, she doesn't deserve to win again. You know what I mean? That's and that's a lot of the commentary that I was hearing. People were upset that she won because she's won before, or they find her annoying because she wins all the time. And then people were oh, she's not even good, she's so mediocre, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm tired of seeing her win. That's not really a thing to me, because if she's proven that she can win, yeah, she's always going to be nominated. She's still producing amazing music. She still has cultural impact. She still has impact with her tour. She still has impact with her sales, her album sales and streams and things like that. So like the music is still good. It's still resonating with someone. So I don't think that it should be like, oh, well, Taylor shouldn't win because she's won 3 times again. You know, I just don't think that that's fair. And I don't think that that's true. I think that she does produce good music. And I think that it's fair for her to be nominated and fair for her to be win. Just like I think it's fair that even though Beyonce has more Grammys than anybody else, I think Beyonce should still be nominated for Grammys and still should win Grammys. And you know what I mean? So I think that it goes both ways. Like you can't say because Beyonce, but there is also something to be said because they wouldn't say that about Taylor.
And that's
a publication wouldn't say that about Taylor.
Yes, the
people
rules
say
don't
it
apply
about
to
Taylor.
her. The rules don't apply for her. They apply for Beyonce.
Right.
And
he wants to leave. Problem. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Sorry,
Arnold had to tend to his baby.
Yeah, I just think that I don't know, like I really wasn't about like hating on Taylor or making it about Taylor. Taylor didn't do anything. Taylor's not the one awarding herself. I think that they probably do need to overhaul how they do the Grammy voting or who the Academy is, you know what I mean? But again, I can't say that they don't recognize or don't award these Black artists or these Black women. And I'm like ecstatic that Beyonce has more than anybody else. So I'm not that mad that she's never won Album of the Year. I do think that she's deserving of Album of the Year, but I'm not one of those people who every single year y'all get online. We're never watching the Grammys again. The Grammys isn't for us. And I can't believe that. Well, y'all said that 3 years ago when, y'all said that when Lemonade lost. Y'all said that when, it's just like enough, y'all. Y'all are going to watch the Grammys and the artists are still going to go to the Grammys because those people put their heart and soul and their money into producing music. And as a musician, you want to win a fucking Grammy. You don't just want to win a lesser award. You don't want to win like a award that's just recognizes Black artists. You want to win the pinnacle award. And I think that people should let people celebrate that. You know what I mean? You should let Victoria Monet go to her first Grammys and celebrate that. You should let Tyla celebrate her first Grammy. It should not be like, oh, well, they don't recognize Black women. You should still try. Like, you should still keep producing your art and you should still stand up for your art. And so I don't really like that commentary whenever it comes to these award shows, and they do it every single year about the Grammys specifically. And I don't get it because I'm like, I thought y'all wasn't watching Grammys no more. What are we talking about? But yeah, that's my that on that. Can I say something else?
Go ahead. This is your show too.
I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I find Jay-Z's speaking voice very off-putting.
What, Arnold?
Like I was like hearing what he's saying, but I was just like, what the hell is he talking about? I don't like hearing him. Even if I like what he's saying, I was like, what are you talking about, Jay-Z? But that's just a me thing.
He's from Queens.
Now, Nikki, close your iPad. Close your laptop. He's from Brooklyn.
No, I thought he was from Queens.
Marcy, son.
Oh, Marcy is Brooklyn? I thought Marcy was Queens. I'm sorry. I haven't lived in New York for a minute. Forgive me. And I was in Brooklyn.
Nas is from Queens.
Oh, okay.
Nas is from
Queens. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm mixing up my Black rappers. Forgive me.
See? You as bad as the Academy.
I am the Grammys voting Academy. What else happened at the Grammys? Oh, Victoria Monet won Best Artist of the Year.
Yes.
So take that and suck it, MTV.
Yes.
You tried to play in her face.
They tried to play in her face. But I think that also goes to how out of touch MTV is musically at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's music television. Y'all used to be on the pulse. You knew the hot artists, you knew the up and coming artists. She's like the new girl. It's lots of new girls, but she's like the new girl, writing her songs, performing her songs, writing for other people and stuff, doing full out choreography.
She's been doing that for a very long time.
So it's so weird that y'all would be like, oh, we just don't think you're big enough. It's not your time. For the VMAs, this isn't even a thing anymore. Mm-hmm. Y'all should be happy. Like, this isn't even a thing anymore.
They're delusional. But this is what I was saying about the Grammys. They're also delusional and they're so behind time. And because they're not going to catch up, they just might be forgotten. And that's what I'm saying about the Grammys. Like, if we're just keeping it buck, this is business. The Grammys would not exist if people were not watching and advertisers were not paying money to these networks for their commercials to play during the award show. It's all money at the end of the day, if we're going to talk about it, right? So what you don't want to do is burn a bridge with somebody who is bigger than your show.
Yes.
And that's what I feel like they are doing here with Beyonce, because you can really tell she didn't want to be there. You could really tell she was just ready to go. And I feel like the only reason why she went is because Blue Ivy made her.
I don't ever feel like Beyonce really
wants to be anywhere.
Right. She always just be like, oh.
Yeah.
Just quietly sitting there.
I'd rather be home writing.
I'd rather be home. I do like when you see her like out or coming home from like out, because she be drinking.
Oh, she said it. I'll be drinking.
She be drinking. And I think that's when you see her like cut loose. But Beyonce almost seems like otherworldly, like she's like too famous for everything. I personally like that. I don't want my stars to be like relatable and like every man, but Beyonce is like
of the like authentic celebrities.
She's like a superstar. She's not just a famous person. She's like a superstar. So but she's also very like, you never see her like off. She's very like polished and poised and quiet. And, then you'll see she does a documentary and you see she curses or she's not in full glam or something. But like in public, she's always very, so she never seems like, oh, I don't want to be here, but she never seems like, oh, I'm excited to be here. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's not giving you anything. She'll smile and meet people. She's not standing up.
I feel like it's because I think she superseded everything that she wanted to do in the industry.
Right.
And it's like, there's nothing exciting anymore because she's the excitement. It's like she doesn't have any outside of Usher. Who's our competition? Mm-hmm. Her greatest competitors are all dead. Like, there's just like, what else? No, you got to think about it. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, like the greats are Prince. Like, there's nobody else that does like exciting things.
Oh, I mean, I hear what you're saying just from a status thing, but I don't think that I don't think they're her contemporaries, because Beyonce is like much younger than all those people. So she is like,
I'm not saying that I misspoke. I meant that like on the performance level.
Right.
Like, there's just nothing, there's nobody, like, we're not even looking at anybody now that can even like be the next Prince, be like, we don't have that. Right. We like Michael Jackson, Prince, all of those performers like who were like big in the 80s and the 90s, they had James Brown, right? And they had all of those Motown artists. Right. So all of those artists inspired them, right? Now those artists inspire the Beyoncés, inspire the Fantasias, inspire the Ushers. The millennials, they're not inspiring nobody, because who's next? So I feel like for her, it's just, if I were Beyonce, I just would not be excited. I would be excited to do like my tours and things like that, but I wouldn't be excited to mix and mingle amongst people who should be my peers when there literally is nothing exciting to look for but herself.
Right.
It's like, who's next?
Next,
I guess. Exactly. I
would say like Victoria Monet, maybe.
She could, but a lot of people are performing at levels that Beyonce was performing at 15.
Yeah. Would you say like SZA?
Let's go to the comments. No, I love SZA, but SZA's not, Beyonce.
It's not the same style at all.
She's not a performer, she's a singer. Beyonce, I'm talking about like a performer who can give us a concert like Renaissance.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that was like, you go to a Michael Jackson concert, your life has changed. You go to Renaissance. So many people's lives have been changed through Renaissance.
Yeah.
It's who's doing that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's gone. And I'm just like, Grammys, I wouldn't mess up that relationship, but it is what it is. I do want to talk about, because you guys keep on mentioning it, Taylor snubbing Celine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I again, I don't want to be like a Taylor apologist. I think that Taylor just gets a lot of flack that is like not deserved. I also think that a lot of people who have a lot of critique for Taylor have never listened to a Taylor Swift song. I hear people say it all the time, like, well, I've never listened to a song. It's like, well, why are you critical of her if you've never listened to a song? If you listened to a song and you said you hated it, you know what I mean? I would get it. But people are like, oh, she's annoying. She wins all the time. She's always smiling and happy. She seems fake. Somebody says she doesn't seem authentic. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You don't know her. What would make her seem authentic? She's a musician. She writes the songs. She puts the songs out. She performs the songs and she won awards for it. And she got her little NFL boo when now all the white women are watching football. And like, what do y'all want from her? You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes I'm defending her when really I'm not defending her. I'm more just like, what is the root of this like hatred y'all have for this woman? Because you see like the Republicans hate her and like they're all so mad and they think that she's using the NFL to promote Biden. These crazy conspiracies. I'm just like, this girl don't do nothing but just sing her little songs and wear red lipstick and look the same everywhere she go. But I didn't like the little Celine snub. I felt like she lost herself a little bit.
This is the thing. Celine Dion, I forget the name of the illness that she is battling.
Stiff person syndrome or
okay,
something.
I thought that's what it was, but I felt like it was a different medical name.
But that sounds like a joke.
Yeah, it does. So because of that, it was like a huge moment to see her because nobody had seen her since she was diagnosed.
Right.
So like it was like a huge moment to like Celine Dion and it without the sympathy for what she's battling, she's still Celine Dion.
She's still Celine Dion regardless.
So like get up there, take the award, and like turn to your friend who don't effing matter because Celine Dion is right there, who got out of her sick bed to give you this award. I was just like, oh, there's just no respect anymore.
So I would say Celine is a superstar celebrity on the level of Beyonce to me. Absolutely, and to many people. Like she transcends, like she's Celine Dion. Like
absolutely agree.
Yes.
And I was
like
just like,
she's Celine Dion. And Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift. And she is an icon, but be respectful to the ones who came before you. You know what I mean? And I don't think that it was very intentional. I don't think that she was like dismissive. I will
give you that. I don't think it was intentional either, but I was just like, I don't think you know who this person is.
Right. I think she just got excited and lost herself.
Right.
And don't lose yourself with Celine.
If you think that's your contemporary, your fan base is the Swifties is gassing you up far too much.
Because
like it's Celine Dion, and she's sitting there waiting for acknowledgement. She just took it out of her hands like she's like the model that holds the trophies. I'm like, this is Celine.
This Celine Dion, baby.
And I'm telling you, people who never talk bad about Taylor was like, absolutely not.
Me.
And that's what you're not gonna do.
Me. Because I posted something. I said, oh, y'all really can't take Taylor. Like, I don't know what this girl did. Y'all can't take her. And they were like, well, I think she's inauthentic and I'm tired of her winning. She's a mediocre white one, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody said, I didn't like what she did to Celine Dion. I said, now I'm with you there. I didn't like that. Don't play with Celine.
Say, don't play with my girl.
Don't play with Celine.
Not the West Indian auntie.
Not Caribbean queen.
Come on.
Not our Caribbean queen.
Anyway, I'm going to end here with the super chat. Thank you so much, Afua. Oh, shoot, where's my clicker? Oh, there she is. Afua says, hi, Nikki. The song was everywhere. Malls, radio, TikTok. And hi, Arnold. Love your thoughts on these topics. Miley's stardom is her own equivalent. I absolutely agree. Party in the USA is my jam. Party in the USA is my jam. I was just basically saying that if she wanted to, she would. Basically, I don't think that Miley wants to, be on like a Beyonce level. I'm just saying she has it in her, or Taylor Swift level. I feel like if all this accolade was going to Miley, I don't think it would be so much pushback because people would be like, oh, we get it. But yeah, she does have success. I just feel like she would be. She's great. She would be huge. She would be a great that would be talked about generations from now. Like everybody's going to talk about Beyonce's going to be in history books. Prince is going to be in history books. Michael Jackson is a history book, right? Aretha Franklin, all of these greats we are always going to talk about. But I feel like there are so many people who are just going to, get left on the cutting room floor. And I feel like if she wanted to, she could be a great. I don't think she wants to, and that's okay. But thank you so much, Afua. Go ahead,
Really quickly, Sinead had changed her name to Shahada Sadaka.
Okay.
She was full hijab.
Our girl was consistent.
And was not playing with y'all.
May she rest in joy. May she rest in joy. Let's go to our first look of the night. And our first look of the night is, of course, Queen Beyonce. Queen Beyonce.
Oh, yes.
I had to get this from her website because she did not walk the red carpet. She's so big, she don't do carpets.
I actually think it's so crazy how she doesn't do red carpets, but she still takes like individual red carpet pictures. Everywhere she goes, it's like, here's my full look. And all right. So Beyonce is in custom Louis Vuitton. From the latest
Pharrell wine, right?
From Pharrell, yeah. She's also in Amina Muaddi shoes. She's often in Amina Muaddi shoes. She was in Amina Muaddi on the red carpet all the time. She's in Amina Muaddi on her on tour. And this is an Amina Muaddi style that we've seen from her before. So yes, it's like a Western inspired. Pharrell's last collection in Paris, the Louis Vuitton collection, was very Western inspired. It was all like urban cowboy, goes to Paris, and that's what she's given in this Louis pattern. So yes, that's what we have here.
I will say this was not my favorite Beyonce look.
No.
But I think this was not an award show look. I think this is a rollout. I think Act 2 is going to be country.
Yeah.
I think Act 2 is going to be country. I think this is a rollout. I like the sparkles. It just was like, why in the hell are you wearing a cowboy hat and a platinum blonde wig? What's going on?
So
Act 2. That's what's
so I think that it probably is a rollout, but it is very much in line with Pharrell's collection. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not just how she styled it. This is a custom piece, but this is like how the collection went a little bit. So that makes sense to me too. It could be that, but I do feel like something coming.
Yeah, something coming. This is Act 2, and I'm here for it. I already got cowboy boots ready.
She's very platinum blonde, and the hat is very light, so it kind of like washes.
Yeah, she's very washed out.
Like you wouldn't see her face if she didn't have the glasses on. You know what I mean? Like I wish the hat maybe was the same pattern as the suit or something. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it's a little Beyonce look. I don't really love it. I think I actually would have liked if she wore a boot with this.
Yes.
Yeah, like a cowboy boot.
Yes.
She could have wore. Givenchy has like these really cute new cowboy boots she could have done. I think they would have really ate this look up.
Yeah.
But this is what she wore. And she could have worn an Amina Muaddi boot because she clearly got a thing with Amina. So.
The hat and glasses gives Governor of Montana. Somebody said she looked like an oil tycoon, and I was like,
she does look like an oil tycoon. She does. Like she on Dallas or something. I mean, it's how she come to board meetings.
Yes, very Dallas. It wasn't my favorite from her, but this is a rollout. Beyonce was just like, if my husband is going to drag me and my child is going to hold me at gunpoint, I'm at least going to do some advertisement for my next act because that's what excites me.
And it's also great for Pharrell and Louis Vuitton. So
yep. Our next look is Miss Miley Cyrus, Miss Flowers.
So Miley Cyrus is wearing Maison Margiela by John Galliano. John Galliano is probably my favorite designer. I think that he's amazing. He just had a triumphant haute couture collection with Maison Margiela maybe 2 weeks ago in Paris. It was like world changing. The looks, the makeup, the production of it
I still
all.
want to talk about that with you. So when you get
We
time,
should definitely talk about that.
I
Like,
want to
it
talk
was
about it.
amazing. And again, he is like my favorite designer, because when I really, really got into fashion, fashion was fashion. Like, fashion was theater and production, and he just like is the epitome of that. This is a dress that he designed. It is very much like old school John Galliano. I think it looks amazing. I also saw like a little video that they posted of how this was constructed. This is like safety pins and shit. Like, this was
Wow.
pliers and tweezers and putting this together, and it is like amazing, amazing. This photo doesn't do it justice. You got to really, really get in on it. But I think she looks amazing. I love the hair. I think her body looks good. The hair is giving me either like 50s, 60s, like bouffant, but it's also giving me like 80s rocker at the same time too. And I think that it just goes with the dress. I don't really know what she was trying to go for, but that's like the two things. Remember, like the 60s, like the 50s, they were doing like
Very
Fidel
Barbarella.
Sassoon. Yeah, very Barbarella. Yes, yes. I don't know. I like this. I just like the dress. And this is a Grammy dress. Like, this is a Grammy dress. Where else you gonna wear this?
Absolutely Grammys.
Like, where else
Absolutely
you gonna wear
Grammys.
it?
This was not my favorite, and here's why.
Not my favorite.
It was
But
my favorite of what she wore that night. The Bob Mackie dress that she performed in.
yes.
That was the one for me. I wish she would have worn it on the red carpet, but I get this is the Grammys. You have to make a statement. I think, you have to be you got to be a skinny tall girl to make this look work, and I think that's why it looked so good on her. I did not like the hair on the red carpet. I love the hair with the Bob Mackie dress in the performance.
Well,
So,
the Bob Mackie was given like Tina Turner. Like, it
yes,
was
I felt
definitely
like
a Tina
that
Turner.
worked.
Yeah.
I feel like that worked a bit better. I don't know if she could have done a bone straight, 42-inch wig or something like that. Maybe it would have got caught on the safety pins, but I felt like that would have fitted a bit better. And I think with this dress, it aged her a bit. But Mama
I
looks
think
hot.
maybe like a high pony where you like pull
Yes.
it back and you're just
Yes.
looking at the dress, and it's like
Yes.
sleek and perfect. I don't think that like her hair down would have looked good. It would have interfered with like all this beautiful work around the neck, because you don't need to wear any jewelry. It is the jewelry. You know what I mean?
But maybe just like long and pushed back.
Oh, like a yeah, that could have worked too.
If not a high pony, just all the way slick back probably would have worked better. But it wasn't. I felt like the performance look was a little bit better for me.
You like the performance look better?
Yeah, but she was eating it. Only Miley could wear that.
Yeah.
Only Miley could wear that. Next up we have Doja Cat.
I don't like this. I hate the glasses. I don't like she's growing her hair out, and I hate that like you can see her roots with that little blonde, but also she just looks naked and pale. And I don't like the way her tattoos look. They don't look like tattoos. They look like someone just like drew on her.
I think she's in some kind of. I think the dress is a tattoo. Do you know what the designer of this dress is?
Yeah, the designer is Delara Fundikoju. I am assuming, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's an African designer. I'm not sure from where. Let's look it up. I mean, but regardless, I don't like it.
Comments.
Huh?
I said they're killing me in the comments. Makeup Addict wrote, "What stage of the Illuminati is Doja in now? Because I'm tired."
Listen, Doja just is that kind of artist. Doja just is always going to be going through something.
Yeah.
I do like that Doja commits to her art in the way that she dresses, you know what I mean? Sometimes she'll come out in full face paint, and this was not a look that I like. And I hate the glasses. Like, why are you wearing that?
Here's the thing. I love the dress.
Actually, you know what? If you guys can
Oh, bring it over this side. Yeah.
Can you see? No, it's like kind of a glare. I did find on the designer's page, I actually found it's actually a beautiful dress.
Yeah, I like the dress. I love the
Oh,
dress.
okay. Now I
I
can
love how
see.
it fits her. I hate how it's styled. Why don't
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of how it was styled.
They're not tattoos. There really is stuff just drawn all over her. The
Yeah.
designer's name is across her forehead.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's custom. Um, yeah, I don't know much about this designer, but she, dressed some pretty
Well,
people.
listen, I really like the dress. I love how it's styled on her. I feel like if there's any young pale starlet, specifically a starlet with red hair, if I
Mhm.
was them, I would go after this dress.
Yes.
Nude lip. I feel like it's a beautiful dress. The
Mhm.
tattoos to me, or the temporary, or whatever it is, I feel like it takes away. I feel like if it was just the illusion, it would look a lot better. Doja for me, because I see what she's doing. This happens a lot to young starlets. Pink did this, right? When you get, because you look a certain way, a lot of times the in artist development, the little bit that they do, they they give you an identity to market you to an audience that they think will receive your music. Doja Cat is a young biracial woman. Mother's Caucasian, father is South African. She grew up in a suburb. She grew up in a white community that she mainly identifies more, especially red pill white community. Very, chat rooms, Nazi content and things like that. That's just her personality. Very kind of gamer girlish, right? But dark side of the web, gamer girlish. And the studio, her record company who signed her knew that she was talented, but she could not be marketed to that community because doesn't
She's a
identify.
rapper.
Yeah, because she doesn't identify as black, but she looks it. They marketed her to the black community. So what's happening now is that she is getting a certain status, and she is taking off this mask of this personality that was given to her in artist development. Pink did the same exact thing, and I think what I'm seeing with her is very similar to what happened with Pink. I feel, although she is a rapper, I think she's going to grow musically in another area, and I would not be surprised if she goes the rock route. I absolutely see her embracing that.
Well,
Also,
I actually,
go ahead.
not to cut you off, I actually think that even though she did come out as a rapper, they were marketing her as a rapper. Don't get me wrong, she really like Doja Cat can really rap.
Oh, she's
Doja
immensely
really
talented.
raps. I
Immensely
think that
talented.
they veered her toward pop.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, she was doing like, didn't even know, like you
Yes.
got to say, like all those kind of songs. It was given very much pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she's not like a pop girl in that way. You know what I mean? I think that she is more rooted in like rap. Like I think she's more rooted in rap, and they like introduced her to black audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Then, she's a cute girl, she's a young girl, she is a rapper,
They
but she
really
can't.
focus on her body, her
They
behind,
focus on her
her
body.
head.
She's a young girl, but she can sing. So they were like, sing some hooks, you know what I mean? But I don't so I think that maybe that is the part that wasn't real. But I don't think that she identifies as anything other than she don't identify as white.
No, no, no. I put that up and I said no. No,
Oh.
she's mixed, but they market her as black.
Oh, okay.
They give her they did the same thing to Pink. The way Pink was singing, they were just like, "Oh, white girls are not going to eat this up." So they marketed
Only
her.
really quickly, make no mistake, because
Alicia's ghetto.
25 years ago, it was a big
Yeah,
thing. Pink is white, because when she came out, people were like,
Pink is white, but if we keep in the buck, Alicia is ghetto. She's a ghetto white girl
yeah.
who wanted to sing alternative rock, but because of how she spoke, who she hung around, who she was with at the time, they marketed her to the Black community, and it got her the plays, it got her the platform, but that wasn't who she was. And
it wasn't who she was, but let me say, I kind of wish she was still fake sometimes, because Alicia can sing. The songs
wait a minute, Arnold. Alicia can sing. However, who made her hot? Candy Burris.
Oh, I thought you was going to say L.A. Reid.
L.A. Reid as well. But all them songs that we go up for, Candy wrote them.
Candy wrote, yes.
Yes. So listen, back in the day, the white girls appropriated correctly.
Yes.
They had us convinced.
Correctly.
They had us convinced.
And you almost did, not you almost, you didn't care. You were just like, oh, is this girl with pink? Also, I don't like that she don't have pink hair all the time no more. You were like, this girl with pink hair, she light skinned?
That's the thing with Pink. I think a lot of us didn't mind because Pink was always respectful.
Right.
Pink was never stepping on Black people's toes, never speaking over Black people. Like even now, even though she's back at, she's in her white girl rock era, she still uses her platform to speak up for all marginalized communities.
Yeah.
But she absolutely highlights
because it's definitely where she cut her teeth. Like I think that her voice.
That's her real identity, right? We know who's an imposter, and we know who grew up around us.
Yeah,
she obviously grew up around us, but she's a white. Like that's what it is. A lot of white kids in the hood who grow up in mainly poor working class communities that are full of white people. They are full of Black people. They're still pretty much Black, but they are just pretty much white. But they spend so much time around Black people, you're gonna pick up a certain kind of way of saying things. But they still pretty much remained in their identity.
Alicia was the white girl hanging with the Black people at the Black clubs in Philly, y'all.
Yes.
Just so if we putting it out there, that's who she was.
She's not a poser. She was really that girl.
She was really there.
Really that girl.
She was not Julia Stiles. She was really at the club.
Yeah, she was really that girl. Now we can back that up. She was really that girl. But I think, but honestly, I'm seeing everything that's happening with what Doja's doing. And I'm just like, this is so pink coded. This is so pink coded. I really think she's still going to maybe dabble in rap, but I see her going to like alternative. Mm-hmm. I really see her going to her,
but still rapping, because I think that's where her real, still rapping.
Yeah, that's her wheelhouse. It's always going to be in her, but I just do not. I think she's shedding the identity that her label put on her and is embracing who she is. The backside of that is that it's always very difficult when this happens to somebody very young, because you're not yet thinking, you're very moment. She's very, very in the moment. And I wish she would have gotten her moment a little earlier, a little older, because I feel like she just needs a bit more maturity to handle this transition.
She's what, 26, 27?
I think she's 27.
Yeah.
But I think she just needs a bit more, maybe a bit of a mature routine to really help her with this transition. Because I think the way she's transitioning is negatively affecting a fan base that keeps her housed and well fed.
Because she's disrespectful to them. Like, y'all are done. Fuck y'all.
I'm just like, girl, hold on.
You like that song?
I'm like, hold on. They keep the lights on. Hold on. But that's what comes with, maturity, and everybody gets mature after going through trials and tribulations. So we wish her well. This wasn't the best look for me. I don't think it was a terrible look. I feel like the styling of it.
I don't like the styling.
Yeah.
I will say this is a very up and coming designer, because I really wasn't familiar with the name, but when I did go to their Instagram page, I am familiar with some of the looks, and they have really good publicity. She's worn it. Margot Robbie has worn it. J-Lo has worn it. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that this is like an up and coming designer. And as I said, this is a beautifully constructed dress. I just don't like her hair, and I don't like the glasses, and I don't like the writing all over her body, but it's actually a really beautiful dress. Yeah, the styling of it is just not great. Yes. But to your point, it's a stunning dress. And how for me, I know it's stunning, is that even with the terrible styling, I'm still so focused on how well this dress is constructed. Oh, the construction is beautiful. Look at her waist. Look at the bodice. Like, it's beautiful. Good work. Yeah. But for the artist, that's the problem, because the dress should never wear you. Right. But I'll also say this look works at the Grammys. Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
You can wear any fucking thing you want at the Grammys.
Yeah.
But
Very much giving whole.
Yeah.
Very Courtney Love.
It is giving, yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
This is Arnold's pick.
You know what? Oh my God. This person is my pick. This outfit is not the outfit I wanted.
Oh, what's the outfit?
He wore Prada. This is Troye Sivan. I love Troye Sivan. Troy had a really good album this year, and he was nominated for his first 2 Grammy. He was nominated this night. He wore custom Prada, and I loved it. He just posted on his Instagram, and I thought it was like his red carpet look because he was wearing it in the audience. So it was like a sheer Prada shirt and this red Prada tie, and I just thought he looked so cute. I really loved it. I don't know what this is.
Find it. I'm telling you, this is the only.
This is at the Clive Davis party. This isn't at the Grammys.
I don't have no pictures of him in this outfit. Let me go to his Instagram. I do not see it. So Troye Sivan, he was in Prada.
Yeah.
There are no pictures. Did they not take a picture of him? You probably just saw that on his Instagram. There are no pictures of Homeboy.
It was on his Instagram.
Or Home Day. How does he identify?
Oh, he's a he.
Okay.
He's just a good old gay man.
He don't even have it on his Instagram. What are you talking about?
Yeah, look.
Arnold, get out of here.
No, look.
This is the look, Arnold. I'd rather you go with the green fringe.
I don't like that picture, but yeah, that's the look.
What was
it's
like about that look?
You can't.
It's a sheer shirt.
It's a really cute custom Prada sheer look, and I love the tie.
It looks.
Look at the back. Look at the back.
He's going to a horny office in corporate America.
Well, that's kind of like his thing. He's very into like party and like sexual little like very gay man stuff.
Very gay man.
Like, like party drugs and group stuff and,
Oh, the king of poppers.
Yes. That's good. No, yes, very much that. That's his thing.
Okay, well, that was Arnold's look.
I like it. I love Prada. I love
it or do you like Troy?
Both.
Okay.
I love a custom Prada look. You didn't like that? And even on the back, it was like
that shirt was given torrid.
You can move on. We love you, Mucha.
Next up, Miss Halle Bailey.
Okay, so
Halle Bailey, new mom body is eaten.
So
your thoughts, Arnold?
This was your pick. You had Halle Bailey on here, and you had Chloe on here too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I completely interchanged them. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what Chloe wore, but when you like asked for Chloe Bailey, I pulled up this picture in custom Gucci.
Oh, of course.
And so when we get to Chloe, I don't know what Chloe wore. Chloe, this is her sister in Gucci, and in new mom body.
Yeah, I think she looks great.
After she gaslit us and lied to us for 9 months.
Oh, okay. You were
you did, Ariel. I'm sorry.
You were gaslit?
I just feel like she was deceptive.
You didn't go to high school with somebody who hid their pregnancy?
Yeah, they was doing the same thing. She was hiding pregnancy.
No, the thing about it is, if you are wearing a baby fat jacket all day in school, a baby fat puffer, you pregnant. Like, she was so obvious. It was the way she was dressing, I was just like, we know the cues. We know the cues. You're obviously pregnant, obviously, but you can't let us know because you're still the Little Mermaid in the Disney movie. That's all that was.
I don't want to say like I don't know why, but it was just like the worst timing. You know what I mean? These girls, what? These girls.
Listen, the kids get money and they make decisions, and all of a sudden they grown. So you can't tell. You couldn't like you're not going to tell this 23-year-old girl who's making a lot of money, more money than her parents will ever make in their lifetime, and now she's in the adult position where she's taking care of people, taking care of the adults and the older people in her life. You're not going to tell her to not have unprotected sex with her raggedy boyfriend. I didn't mean to call that boy raggedy. But you're not going to tell her that. She grown.
I'm a different, I know, but I would be like, what are you doing?
She grown with money.
She grown with money, but I would be like, listen, I would be the uncle to be like, baby, you can have a baby later, you Disney don't play, you Ariel.
And she's going to say, do you want me to pay your mortgage for the next 6 years?
Yeah, and I want you to be able to keep doing it. So that's why I don't want you to lose out on no jobs.
She a woman now. You can't tell she had that baby.
I am a woman.
You can't. She a woman. She a woman. I thought she looked really, really pretty.
No, I think she looks beautiful.
I really like this dress on her.
Yeah.
This is how I love the young starlets to dress. Mm-hmm. I will say I'm over the see-through dresses with the panties now and the bodysuits. I feel like, again, this is a result of Beyonce, which shows you how much of a huge star she is. Because as soon as she started wearing bodysuits to perform or on the red carpet, everybody started to do.
Everybody wanted to wear.
Now it's peekaboo puss every time. And I'm over it. I want to start seeing good construction again in dresses. Not the bodysuits. I'm over that. But I think she looks really pretty. And she sells it very nicely. I love how this dress matches up to her skin tone.
Really it looks beautiful.
Next up we have Fantasia.
I think she looks amazing. What was it? Did we do the Golden Globes when we were like
that dress was scary.
Yeah, but this one, I like this. And I like this because it's edgy. It's like edgier than I've ever really seen her. But it looks very like Grammy. I like the styling of it. Like I like her hair slick. I like the makeup. She has like a little faux piercing or something right here. Or maybe it's just makeup. I can't really tell. But I just think it looks very like Tina Turner. We don't need another hero. What's that movie? Mad Max.
You know who looks like Mad Max? Miley. Miley was giving Tina Turner Mad Max to me.
I mean, this dress, like this stuff. Yeah, Miley was. This too. And it's all Tina. Good work, girls. Good work, girls.
This was your plan all along.
Good work, girls. You see how we pulled that together? So she is wearing, hold on, I wrote it down. I'm so old school because I write this on the back of some mail just because I can't have it in my phone because I'll be looking up other stuff during the discussion.
Whatever works for you.
I know. So let me find. She's in Dong Tree. Yes, not really familiar with that designer, but I like this. I'm pretty sure she's still being styled by Daniel Hawkins. And I don't have any. It's not like my favorite look of the night, but I like this. It was now that I pulled together the Mad Max during the Tina tribute, I kind of like it more.
It wasn't my favorite look. I could not find any pictures of her without the clutch, so I kind of felt like she wasn't comfortable fully with the dress. And I felt like the clutch was like trying to hide maybe an imperfection that she thought that she had. So I really couldn't like go up for it because I wanted to see like the whole dress, but she's hiding a lot with the clutch.
Yes.
But I will say for me, throughout the entire press run of The Color Purple and all the award shows, her makeup and hair has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think she looks so beautiful. The makeup and hair choices, A1 for me.
Yeah.
It's just some of the dresses have been a hit and miss, and I feel like some stuff she just hasn't been comfortable in, so it hasn't been my favorite.
What's her history with the Grammys? Has she been like nominated? And
I feel like she won for Lose to Win.
Okay.
I feel like she probably won Best Song or something like that for Lose to Win. I don't know if she, we know she didn't win Album of the Year, But I think she absolutely got something for Luz to win.
Okay. Cute.
Cute, very cute. Next up we have If You Don't Wanna See Me Dancing with Somebody. The girl can sing.
She
The girl
can.
can sing. The
She
mic is on.
can. She
The mic
can.
is on.
Yes.
Arnold.
I like it. It's very. It's almost like ages her a little bit, but it's still sexy. But I do like it. This dress is by Courage. It's just like it doesn't really give me Grammys. It gives me like a gala maybe. I would like to see this with like a really like sick metallic clutch. It's okay. She looks pretty.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't, and here is why. You know how I like the young starlets to dress a certain way. This is a result. This is a result of this young woman in her 20s dating a man in his 40s.
Who's she dating?
Some old director. Some old director. And this is a problem.
Are you thinking of Rita again?
Dua Lipa is jumping up and down on a geriatric millennial. Or I think he's probably Gen X. Absolutely. And this is the result. Ever since she started dating him, it started giving Mother of the Bride. Dua used to eat the red carpet up. Now I'm like, you have to dress a certain way to attract your old husband, your old boyfriend, and it's just not working. You are in your 20s. You should not be with a man in his 40s. That's not making sense. Now, is 40s old? No, but for somebody in their 20s, yes.
But again,
and she's changed her whole style. I don't like it.
What did you just say about Hallie? Who gonna tell her no?
Who gonna tell them? They got their money. They got their money and they got their old boyfriends. You can't tell them nothing.
Who's her? I'm sorry. Now I just want some tea. Who's she dating?
Oh, she with a young man now, Deborah? her age? Oh, they broke up. Oh, God is good. I was so disappointed. I said, do it. Get away from him. Get away from him.
Oh, yeah. She was dating a guy. And
oh, that's good.
He's 14 years older than her.
Well, now she's dating, she has a new boyfriend who's 33.
Oh, okay.
So this is probably just residue. This is probably just residue from jumping up and down on them old bones. So I get it. This wasn't my favorite. I want my girl to go back to the black hair. And I want her to go back to who was styling her before she started dating Gen Xers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does have a new boyfriend. Yeah, and he
has the body.
Yeah.
Is he old money? She loved dating old money. Smart girl.
Who? The new boyfriend?
Yeah.
I think he's an actor. He's an actor.
Yikes. She's young and she's rich. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But this wasn't my favorite, Dudu. This wasn't my favorite. Okay. I put them up here because everybody was talking about Boy Genius. I have no idea who these ladies are. Are they sisters or lesbians?
Lesbians.
Oh, lesbians! A lesbian trio. I like that. That's fun.
I don't think they're all lesbians, but it's lesbian. It's queer.
Short one is a lesbian.
Huh?
The short one, she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the white butch lesbian stance right there.
It is. It is.
That's it.
And they love a suit.
They love a suit.
They love a suit.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Now that you got the lesbianism out of my head, I thought they were all lesbians, and I don't know. I like to look a little bit more when I thought they were all lesbians. So
I think that they're all like on that queer spectrum.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I don't know if
okay, LGBTQ.
Right.
Yeah. I like this. I like when the queers queer out. I really, really do. Yeah. The white was a little jarring, maybe in a different color, but I was just like, this is cute. It's different, especially
I think it's good. Cute.
It's
Tom Brown.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but I was like, I'm okay with this.
I also like that they're a band, a group. And they were like, let's do a group look.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, we just not going to come together. It's like, you going to be clear. We together.
Yeah. And I also like how they just leaned into it. Like, we're women. We don't have to, wear dresses. We're going to wear these cute little waiter suits. We're not going to do too much with the hair, you know. But I liked it. I just thought it was a different look for women appearing, because I don't know how they all identify. But I thought it was different.
And they won.
And they won.
And
they won. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was appropriate. I
don't think Phoebe Bridgers is gay. That's the blonde one. I think she dates men, but I think that she's still like.
She's in a group.
Yeah, I mean, she's a solo act as well.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know how she identifies, but it just this is queer. This is queer coded.
Yeah, very, very queer coded. Yeah. I actually liked it. I really, really did. It's not my favorite, but I was just like, this is different, queer coded.
Mm-hmm.
I would, yeah.
And they don't always dress like this. Like they be in, well, not the one on the right, not the short one, but they be in gowns and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so Arnold, are they lesbians or sisters? Queer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't go home with them. The one is a lesbian.
Oh yeah, well that's we've decided that.
But I'm not gonna put these ladies in a box.
Yes,
I'm not gonna put these ladies in a box.
We're not gonna put you in a box. You can be in that box, out of that box, whatever you want to do with your box is your business.
If I may, as a member of the community,
period,
I like define definitions. Like I like a lesbian. I like a gay man. Are you queer? No, I'm gay. I'm a gay man. What is you know what I mean? I get it because it's all encompassing, but I like the definitives. Like no, because like some people can perceive queer to be like Phoebe could be queer. Phoebe could identify as queer.
Yes.
But I think Phoebe is dating a famous man. But I don't know her business or whatever. I feel like she could very much be queer, but some people are like, no, I'm not, because like I'm not queer, because queer is just like I'm somewhere on the spectrum and I do whatever. It's like, no, I'm a lesbian and I only date women. You know what I mean? Like I think that like sometimes people need to define that instead of being like, oh, you're queer. It's like, no, yes, technically, but I am a lesbian, you know?
So as somebody who is not in the community, but identifies with your age range, I think your age is showing, Papa. I think it's showing. The kids, they don't do labels. The babies don't do labels.
They don't.
You're not going to put them in a box. They don't do labels. They don't do it.
I love my
good enough. You love your but old man, the kids, they're out of it.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They'll let you know.
So to answer your question, we don't know how these ladies identify, but this is very much like in a queer space. You know what I mean? Like they're very like women for women, women in rock, you know, not defined by like being some ideal of a woman musician. Like their name is Boy Genius. You know what I mean? Even that.
That's what I liked about them. That's what it was absolutely queer coded, but I was just like, this is such a different look for women on the carpet, and like to have you guys all three do it and. A very, aligned look. I liked it.
Yeah, but it's Tom Brown. It's Tom Brown, and I think they look cute.
Oh, thank you, Shonda. Shonda with the super chat say, "Hey, Nikki, the next live starts in 5 minutes. Let me change that time. Thank you so much, Shonda. Hold on 1 minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Rhode Island was either a road or an island. Discuss. Let's Arnold will take us into our next look. Our next look is
Chloe. That's Chloe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This look.
She came to let y'all know I ain't pregnant. So, again, I mixed them up and I didn't look her up because when I was looking her up, I pulled up her sister and it completely like. So let me see. I don't know who she's wearing. But let's
I
see.
love the I really just wanted this look. I always feel like she dresses a little older, but I love this wig. She looks great.
So
I didn't even know who she was at first. This wig, the color, the cut, I loved it.
she
I
does. She
love
looks
how
beautiful.
their stylist is so versatile with their hair. Their
Yes.
hairstylists, they do great work with them. Great work.
I don't know, and I don't know how they do it.
Me either. Just
I
a
don't know how they
great
do
work.
it.
They better never let them go.
So whenever I can't get this out, but have you seen the like? It's like a clip that's like a super clip that someone made, and it's literally just her singing, and it's just her doing and like all these moaning noises because she does it all the time. Like even when she's just like sitting singing, she's just like, it's very like, oh my God, like you're just like writhing in this orgasm. That's what I see when I look at this. And I cannot get it out of my head. I think the dress is beautiful, but it's like this sex pot, and I'm
justice for church girls. Obviously, these two, her and her sister grew up, sheltered in a Christian community.
and they are grown. They said we're
Yeah,
grown.
and it's a hard being a church girl and breaking out in front of the world. So they're experiencing a lot of things for the first time, Arnold. So let her
I'm not shaming her. It just makes me think of that clip.
In her own church girl way.
It just makes
It'll
me
die down after a while.
Okay. It will.
Let her have a good time. You know what I mean? Some people have been spitting on the peen since they were teenagers.
This is true.
Others had to wait a little bit longer. And when they figure it out, it's the best thing ever. And they need to take a moment to get used to it.
Oh my God.
Give the baby a chance.
She's in Gaurav Gupta is who designed her. So an Indian designer. Yeah.
Yes. He does great work, especially with beading.
Yeah, this looks like a beautiful, beautiful dress. And it's a Grammy dress. Like you can be like this sexy sex pot girl at the Grammys,
Very sexy Poison Ivy or sexy.
Yeah. It does. It is given like a Poison Ivy. I think that like auburn red color looks really pretty on her.
Great on her. I loved it. I was like, yes, mama.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Next up, Coi Leray.
Coi Leray.
Vintage.
It's I believe she's in Saint Laurent.
Is she? I thought it was vintage. Hold on. Because she tweeted that she was wearing vintage. How I saw this look is because they were dragging her. It was like vintage. This is 2019.
Yeah, it's Saint Laurent 2019.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's cute. I like that she's going like a little more high fashion because she was doing like the whole like tomboy out with baggy jeans and sneakers. And I know she has been to Saint Laurent fashion shows, so maybe she's like working with that house. And I think that's great because Saint Laurent doesn't really do a lot of work with like music stars. They do a lot of like actresses, they do models, and I don't see a lot of like hip hop girls, and you know what I mean, in Saint Laurent, but I like it. Yes, this is a look that very much is like a Grammy look. She's not wearing pants, which is also like a kind of trend right now. The like
is wearing the green thing her bag? What is that?
That's a coat. It's like a little jacket.
Oh,
it's a little feather, little like, short jacket.
Oh, so everybody liked the jacket on. She put a jacket on a jacket?
It's not a jacket. It's like a bodysuit.
Yeah. Okay. A bodysuit with structured shoulders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Ideally, I think like it was presented just like this on the runway. The runway being like in front of the Eiffel Tower, but I think that this is like a look that you would wear with like pants, you know what I mean? Like a really fitted pant, or maybe like a flare pant and like a super, super high Saint Laurent heel. I actually like this. I think she looks cute. It's a very mature look. It's very different for her. I don't like dislike it. It's not like my favorite look, but I think that it's like I'll say this. This is exactly how Saint Laurent presented it. It looks like fresh off the Saint Laurent runway. It's not really like styled specifically for her. And for that, I like it. Do I love it? No, but I think that like she wore this Saint Laurent runway look. So
I will say this: I don't love it, but I thought it was for a starlet. I thought it was cute.
mhm.
It didn't seem that much of a risk because everybody's wearing panties to award shows now.
Mhm.
But she can sell it. She has a thin body that she could probably wear just about anything. Right,
Yeah,
she
she can
can
make
wear
it
the
work.
samples. She's the sample girl,
Mhm.
right? And the makeup and hair look great. God bless her for not taking after her father. So she is able. Listen, we had to say it. So she is able to like really do a lot of great looks, especially sample looks, because of her size. And it just works for her. I thought it was a cute little starlet look. It's not the best, but it's something. We're talking about her.
Right. I like it. I like it. I wish I would have seen it with the jacket on as well though.
Oh, let me try to bring that up. But in the meantime, let's move on to Dawn Richards. Arnold.
I um
Oh, real quick, I Googled Dua Lipa's boyfriend. Yes, he's the hot guy from all them Harry Potter movies. Really attractive dude. You guys are right.
what Harry Potter movies?
Something with the magician one. It's the magician one. Right?
So not the Harry Potter, the
No.
like the I know which ones you're talking about with Johnny Depp and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all of them, Nikki. They all wizards.
Yeah, the Wizard of Waverly Place or something like that.
Okay. Dawn is wearing Khosrow. This is a look you can get away with at the Grammys or something that would be presented on the runway at Couture Week. This is not wearable, realistic fashion. It is a showpiece. I'm not even sure how it's standing up. It's a look. However, can you imagine sitting behind her ass? You gotta go. This is for the red carpet. You can't sit in front of me.
Oh, I will cut them branches.
I will cut them branches.
Cut them branches.
Cut them crimson branches. This is something. Listen, you better change. I don't hate it. I kind of hate it.
Oh,
but it's constructed well, and it's a pretty color. Not for the Grammys, Ryan. Where else? Where else?
Met Gala. Miss T said Met Gala.
It's giving Met Gala.
It is. I actually really liked it.
I also wouldn't want to be sitting next to her at the Met Gala or behind her.
I thought it was fun. I think the Grammys should be fun.
It is fun.
People either do trashy or like hard rock. You know what I mean? For the Grammys, like very Bret Michaels. This was just a fun look, fun and very interesting. And I feel like if you want attention this on a red carpet, this is the way to go. It was a memorable look to me.
Yeah.
Memorable look to me. I think she did the job. We're talking about her,
Dawn should be much bigger than she is, by the way.
Did he? Only J-Lo was able to escape him and be successful. Nobody else. Poor thing. But she's coming back. She
actually, like, her makeup looks beautiful. Like her hair and makeup actually looks beautiful. Yeah, I think she looks great.
Yeah. Next up we have Ed Ed from the Shire. Just got off of doing military service in Hobbittown. I put Ed on the list because to be honest with you, this is the best he's looked. This is the best he's looked. Who knew that he had to go full Desert Storm to show up? But I think
who's he wearing?
Ed is wearing. Oh shoot! I just had it.
You had it.
I did. I just had it. Forgive me. Hold on. Don't judge me. What is Ed wearing? Darn it! Hold on. I thought I wrote it down. Who is he wearing? No, it's not Versace.
No. You said it.
I did. I just said it.
Because I couldn't find him.
I thought I wrote it down. Oh wait, here it is. I thought I wrote it down. Who? Oh, Stella McCartney. Stella
Stella
McCartney.
McCartney. Okay.
I like Stella McCartney. And she
I
makes
like
a lot of
Stella.
a lot of star clothing and accessories that I love.
And
This
she's
does not
ethical.
look
She
like,
doesn't use like animal byproducts and stuff.
yeah. I like her as a designer. This doesn't look like Stella to me though. But I feel like for Ed it worked. I think this was cute on him. It was different. He normally just wears like a poorly fitted suit. So this
Right.
was cute. This was, I felt like,
It's like a different little
right.
sporty kind of look. He looks uncomfortable.
Yes,
He
very.
just looked like, oh, I just came so I don't get fined. The arms are a little long in this, so it maybe wasn't custom.
It's not his thing, honey bunny, but he was invited.
But he
And
was invited, and they
I
said
feel
first
like
time.
for me, this is the first time I've seen him make an effort. And it's not a bad thing. He's famous. He makes, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. But if you're going to show up, make an effort. And I think Ed made an effort. I thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ruthless.
Yeah, I'm really. It ain't my thing.
It ain't your thing. But he made an effort. Next up, we have Ice Spice in full baby fat couture.
Baby fat.
Do you know what she's wearing, Arnold?
Baby fat. Yeah. What?
Okay.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I was joking.
Oh, she's in baby fat.
Oh, well, listen. The brand is branding.
She's in baby fat. Oh, you were joking? No.
I was absolutely joking.
This is baby fat couture.
Okay.
For if we got any kids, any of the Gen Zs, baby fat was a popular street brand. As you heard Nikki reference earlier, if you were pregnant in the early 2000s and coming to class and trying to hide it, you just wore your little baby fat puffer coat. This is very much in that vein. There was a lot of denim, a lot of rabbit fur. And that's what this is given. Actually, you know what? I think that it gives, this is like a Grammy look. Baby fat was always intertwined with music and hip hop. So I think that it's appropriate. I know Kimora has been, hinting and putting out like little media that baby fat is coming back. I don't know who the audience is for baby fat anymore, but I feel like if there was a girl who would be like a baby fat girl, you want, okay. So like, do you think it's like going to be
getting my baby fat puffer? I'm getting it. Not to hide a pregnancy, but just to look like I could fight.
Because that's what it was. Like it gave you. Ice Spice is the girl who, even though it was 20 years ago, the girl who wore baby fat to school in the Bronx and on the 6 train. You know what I mean? Like it would be Ice Spice. So I think that this is a really good partnership.
Mm-hmm.
I think she looks cute. I think that she likes it. I just think it's cute. It's a cute little like Grammy look to roll out baby fat. I think that it's like the perfect partnership and is doing exactly what it's going to do for like a girl from New York, a little young girl. And I think that that's like the space that Ice Spice occupies.
Absolutely. Jessie says it was missing some Tims.
It was missing some Tims.
If she had a bedazzled Tim, I would go up for this.
She should have had the Manolo Blahnik Tim.
Oh yes,
she should have
some baby fat hoops.
Yeah,
that would have worked. I feel like if you're going to brand this hard, go all the way. The fur for me really looked good with the hair and makeup.
It does.
I think everything just really matched up really, really nice. And for where she is and the music that she's putting out, this is very symbolic and it's smart.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really smart. So I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but I was just like, if a rapper's going to dress this way, especially a rapper from New York, this is the way that you would go. I didn't know that it was baby fat, but that makes even more sense.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I do not desire to hear any rap that she puts out, though.
You're not even a fart.
I don't.
It's not for us, Arnold.
It's not. That's not.
It's not high heel Tims. Oh, Take me back.
God.
Take me back. Yes, Just G said commit. If you want to
Commit.
do it, commit. Yeah, her hair looks really nice. I think
Yeah.
the hair and the fur just really sold it.
Yeah.
Really, really sold it. Next up we have Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
No slander. No Jelly Roll slander on my platform. I love him.
I like Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is wearing Louis Vuitton as well. Also from that same collection.
With Pharrell.
Yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't really tell at first, but if you zoom in, like you can see it's like all one color, but like you can see some of the pattern, and like this little patch here is like a Louis Vuitton. I like it. I think that this is like his thing. He occupies a very like weird space because he's country, but he's like a hood country boy. Like,
I'm telling you, this is the thing. This is the actual white people that grew up in black working class neighborhoods.
Yes. Like I think that he's like a white boy from like
Yes. That's what he absolutely gives me. I wouldn't be surprised if he's did you say Atlanta?
I don't know where he's from.
That's what I would give like Atlanta.
Is he like is he country or is he like blues?
He's country.
Oh, okay.
He's country. I actually like this look on Jelly Roll.
I do.
I think it fit him very nicely, and I think it was appropriate for his brand. I liked it. I thought he looked handsome. This is the Grammys. You're not going to be in the suit. You're going to be in something like this.
He's from Nashville.
Nashville. So he's
from Nashville.
Talent. That's like white Detroit. I liked it.
Oh my God.
No, a lot of talented white people come out of Nashville. And like almost all the black talent comes out of
okay.
Out of Detroit or the Bronx.
I got you. Because I thought you were saying because Detroit is a little
hood.
Yeah. It's a little rough around the edges.
Just like Philly.
Yeah.
You want to be bougie, but Philly is hood.
We're not talking about me. You said Detroit.
Yes,
but I got it.
Like Detroit.
I got it.
I thought he looked cute. I liked it. Next up, your girl Arnold, Taylor, giving leg. I'm gonna give her that. She giving leg.
Taylor is a big winner for the night. How many Grammys did she win that night? I know she won Album of the Year. Too many, multiple. She's in Schiaparelli Couture. I think it's a beautiful dress. You kind of wouldn't know that this is Schiaparelli. Like it's not like a standout Schiaparelli piece. It's a beautiful dress, very like sexy for her, but also like old Hollywood with the gloves. I'm really into gloves, and I'm
very
really
old Hollywood
wearing gloves. I mean, I think she looks pretty, but I don't think Taylor ever really looks bad. Taylor doesn't really take risks. Taylor knows what works for her. It's always a red lip. The makeup is not going to be different. She is like 5'11" or so she's like built like a model. She wears runway pieces. She knits very long legs. She's a beautiful girl. So she doesn't really experiment with fashion, but she's always wearing like high fashion. She always looks good, never spectacular, and she never looks bad. I think that this is that kind of look. It's black, white with a red lip, which I love. I don't like the hair, but I think that the dress is pretty. I like the shoes with it. I like the gloves. I actually like the choker and the red lip. My only thing is the hair, but she looks good, but not like my favorite of the night, but she doesn't look bad,
Yeah. I always feel like Taylor, the dresses she wears are beautiful, just at the wrong event.
Right.
I feel like this is an Oscar dress.
I feel like this is an Oscar dress.
The whole look is like Oscars to me, and I'm just like, where's the Grammys look?
And if you're going to wear something from Schiaparelli, you could pull a Grammy look. Like
there's so many looks. This was just given. This is the thing about Taylor. I feel like she has been marketed so old since we met her, right? And I think when she gets old, it's going to be weird because she's probably going to start at least like dressing her millennial age, and it won't look right because people are expecting this mother of the bride look from her because they dress her so old.
I think she is like marketed and styled that way. It's not really what her music always gave, you know what I mean? Because when she came out, it was she was this teen sensation because she was like 15 years old, writing these amazing, amazing country songs. She was like this teen prodigy. And then she did do like the 1989 thing, and it was very like poppy, you know what I mean? So you got the feeling that it was a young girl, but the looks weren't given like this young girl that was making it. It was like a little too sophisticated for her. But yeah, I don't know. But I do like this. I do like this.
That's the thing. I like it too. I love how she's posing. I feel like she really likes it. I just was like, I wish she would have wore this at the Oscars and with a different look.
So somebody said her base likes basics, and I think that that's true. Like, they're not edgy girls, they're not fashion girls, they're not. They're just like.
I think she's dressing for her fan base, so there's probably amazing looks that come her way.
Right.
But I think she's dressing to be relatable to the community that consumes her content.
Right. And it's boring, but it's never bad. It's just boring. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just boring. Like. You never see her with like, I mean, one year she did do, when she had her little bob, she wore like this sparkly like blue sequin dress. I think it was Gucci, and she did like experiment with the makeup, and she had just cut her hair, and I thought she looked really good. It wasn't a stunning like life-changing look, but it was different for her, and I really, really liked it. But then the next time you saw her, she was in a red lip again, and you know what I mean? So it's never bad. Like, I'm always like, Taylor looks pretty, like her body looks good, and her makeup looks great, and it's just never like. I
just think she'll be able to have fun.
Right.
I think, L Boogie said, aside from our personal feels about her, LOL, but the fashions are always so vanilla. And I think that's by design, L Boogie.
It is. I believe it has to be. It has to be. Because every designer in the world would love to dress her.
Yeah. I mean, she also has the body for it.
She has the body for it. You wouldn't even have to do changes. You wouldn't even really have to do custom. You could send her the runway look.
A sample body.
Yeah, I'm sure they invite her to the fashion shows and stuff, and she's just like, oh, okay.
She can't give off that image. She has to be very, relatable to the average Rue 21 girl.
Right. American girl who is not going to do like edgy fashion and is not into like
shopping center. She's not going downtown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's going to the local shopping center. She's going to whatever form of a Payless is today there, and that she has to be relatable to that brand, which is crazy. Last up on the list, we have Kelly Clarkson. Arnold.
You know what? I'm going to say Kelly looks great here because I was getting pretty tired of seeing Kelly in like prairie muumuu dresses. It has been her thing for a while. I think Kelly struggles a bit with like her weight and her image. And so she wears these dresses, or she's styled in these dresses to kind of so you don't see like how big she is, because Kelly was like big for a minute, and she talks about it and body image. But I think this dress looks great. She looks happy. She's wearing Jason Wu, who is an American designer. You may remember Jason Wu did Michelle Obama's inauguration dress.
That's when he got big, right? Dressing
Michelle. That's when he got big. Yeah. I think she looks beautiful. She looks happy. I don't think this dress is boring. She's also not like a fashion girl, you know what I mean? So this is different for her. This isn't a look that I've seen her in before. It's very white. This could be like a wedding dress. Yeah. I like the clutch. I think the clutch in that octagon or whatever that is pretty unique. She looks happy. I like her hair. I like her makeup. I like those like those waves, very Veronica Lake, if it was like right in front of her eye. But I think she looks pretty. This is probably like one of the best looks I've ever seen out of Kelly. Kelly looks great.
So I like this look. But we have to be real here. Our girl was making her Ozempic debut.
And look.
And I hate to say it, but it's the best she's ever looked.
It's the best she's ever looked.
On the red carpet, like the dresses, you could tell that she was hiding her body. And I feel like now she's comfortable with her body. So
they were like patterned with bell sleeves. They were shapeless. It was given very, Mama made this, like, even though they probably were like really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was my last look. It's not. Hold on. I have
You had somebody else.
Victoria Monet. I don't know. Maybe she didn't come up. Hold on. Let me get Victoria because that was supposed to be like the look for me.
Yeah.
Let me see what did not come through. Oh my God. I'm absolutely missing. Hold on. Thank you all for saying something. Because I'm just like, I know I have more. I have two more looks that I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Got that one. Talked about that one. There she is. And yeah, we have two more looks to go over, and then we're going to get out of here. Let me bring them up. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Star Family, for letting your girl know in the comments. Oh, three. I apologize. We got three looks. We got three. I can't believe I forgot my girls. Next up, we have SZA.
Oh. So I actually didn't see this look. I saw another look of
her
SZA.
Performance look.
Maybe it was her performance look where she's in Do Long.
Yeah, that's her performance, and I think that's what she accepted her award in.
Okay, I didn't see this, and I off my head tell who this is. So do you know who this look is?
No, because you know SZA ain't tag them. These artists, hold on. I really like this mermaid look from her. That's pretty much like her brand anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I like the hair. She's feeling herself.
Did SZA won several awards. SZA was heavily nominated through the night.
She was supposed to win Album of the Year, so that was the big issue.
Yeah, but didn't she win like 3 that night though?
Yeah. She always wins. She just never gets Album of the Year.
Right.
I got the wrong one. This is her in 2018.
Oh, I was about to say, because she's on the red carpet. So it's the Do Long look.
It's the Do Long look. Hold on. I got the 2018 one.
So my thing with SZA is SZA's not really like a fashion girl, and SZA got, her body done. And so now it's always like all body. And sometimes I don't think like all that body looks good in some of the looks that she wears, but she looks good in the picture that I brought up. So the photo I'm looking at in the Do Long, I don't know if this is from the red carpet. That's from the red carpet? No, yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at.
I like it.
I like it.
It's very beaded around her privates.
Yes. She did win. I think Do Long is a Vietnamese designer. Fashion aside, this was like a big night for SZA. SZA, I don't know
how do you spell Do Long?
Huh? Do Long.
What was the designer's name?
Yeah, like D-O.
I got it.
This was a big night for SZA. SZA was like nominated all through the Grammys. SZA probably had like the most played album
of the year.
Yeah, it was like probably like the biggest successful, like the most successful album of the year. You know what I mean? Like it's all you heard about. It was record breaking and streaming. I know she did a little tour. It wasn't like a big giant stadium tour like, Beyonce or anything, but she was on tour. The tour was selling out. She was rescheduling and doing encores and stuff like that. And then when the Grammy nominations came out, she had a lot of nominations. And I felt like she really, really, I was like, oh, I know she's going to win. I do feel like she probably should have won Album of the Year.
She should have been one Album of the Year.
I think she should have won Album of the Year. Ironically, though, this album is not my favorite album of hers because I think Control really gave me like Album of the Year. This actually was We See Each Other. This was a more successful album. SOS was a more successful album than Control, which is crazy to
Crazy.
me.
Yep.
And not that it's not good. It's just like Control was like the defining album of, you know what I mean? So I think that she didn't get it for Control. I'm not sure who she was up against for Control, but I do feel in my heart of hearts that this was the best album of the year. I do feel like this album was a little better than Midnight's, which was Taylor's album. And I'm saying that as a person who does like Taylor Swift. This
Well,
is not my...
even the Grammys think that. They gave her the award based on how big the Eras tour was. But I'm just like, then you should have gave it to Renaissance.
Then you should have gave it to Renaissance. Bigger. Well, Renaissance was last year. Renaissance wasn't up for this year.
You're right.
But the Renaissance tour was this year. SZA's album was this year, and her tour was this year. The Eras tour was huge. Don't get me wrong. We can talk about like her being mediocre and say all this. That's not what the sales are saying. That's not what the concert attendance, like it was like a record-breaking concert, like by every possible measure. So off the rip, you got to give her roses for that. You know what I mean? If you're not into Taylor Swift, like a billion people are, you know what I mean? That being said, I do think that the album that she won for was not her best body of work. And I do think that SZA's, by all metrics, was a better album.
Yeah.
Not just from my opinion. It's just like kind of how things go. But yes, my opinion. So I think that they should have given it to SZA. So I knew SZA was going to win best R&B performance. You know what I mean? I knew SZA was going to win. But I think that this really was SZA's time. But I think SZA is like serious about her music, and she's just like, okay, like we're just gonna keep doing what we doing because it's successful for her.
That's the best attitude to have.
Yeah, like okay, I had an album and I won some Grammys off of it, and I'm gonna do another album. And you know,
Beyonce is just like, I make music for myself and for my fans, people who consume my content. Right. These award shows, they're beneath me now, and I think that's where SZA needs to be.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. AC says SZA's outfit is on her Insta. Let me go to her Insta. Oh, it's not. I don't see it. I'm on her here. I don't see it. Oh, is it this? What the? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
It's cute, but it's not like gag worthy, but it's cute.
I want SZA to start doing different stuff with her hair.
Oh, that's her signature.
I know, it's her signature. So
SZA, she's never giving that up.
So funny enough, when you were talking about Pink and when you were talking about Doja Cat, a lot of people don't remember this. When SZA came out, SZA was given like alternative Black girl. Yes. It was not like nose job, got my body done. And I'm talking about like niggas and you know what I mean? It was like very weird. I thought she had a beautiful voice, but I was like, what the fuck is this girl talking about? Like, it was just mumbo jumbo to me, but it was very different than the SZA that you see now. I think they like rebranded her, remarketed her. She also was a little older, so the songs that she was writing was going to change. So I think that like you just have to find your footing as a musician, and I think she did, and I'm really, really happy for her. I did hear a lot of, I think SZA's like 33. I did hear and agree with a lot of criticism of this album, which is probably why I like Control a little more. Some of the subject matter that she talks about in this really is like
a little too, excuse it, a little too young.
It's a little like, this is young girl shit that you're talking about. And you're a grown woman. You know what I mean? It's like, you still going through with niggas and like going through their phones. It's like, it's like that kind of thing. And like, you gonna kill his ex and stuff. It's like, you're a woman. That's something I would hear with Olivia Rodrigo sing about. She's 19, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's singing about revenge from the boy from high school. And you know what I mean? You don't really expect to hear like a 33-year-old woman. Great songs, but it just kind of felt like you wouldn't expect a adult to be singing that stuff. But it was a great album, and she sounded great. And
yeah, great album, great album. She puts out great work. It's been her time to win album of the year. We're going to do 2 more looks, and then we're going to get out of here. Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. Listen,
She's taking it.
She's taking it.
I-
They are taking it.
Yeah. Oh, they are taking it. Thank you.
They are taking it. Please be respectful of the community. Okay. Nikki done already called me old. So then
Thank you.
Janelle is wearing Armani Privé.
Oh, of course.
This is a stunning gown.
Stunning.
Janelle has a signature, obviously the black and white.
Yes.
She was wearing zoot suits and shit for a while.
A minute.
Longer than she should have. Janelle sticks to a look and a gimmick, but doesn't make it tiresome. It's always the same, but it's always different. And
they're a fashion person.
a fashion entity. Like
yes.
It's like, it's going to be black and white. It's always going to be the same. It's going to be classic black and white.
It's going to eat.
But it's going to eat, and it's going to look different. This looks completely different than the Tom Brown at the Met Gala, than the white shirt and little like shorts that whose party was that? I think it was like Beyonce's party. And it was like it's always a black and white look, but it's always a different look. So it could very well be like, okay, I'm tired of it. Like, get away from the black and white. Like, we sick of it. But when you come out like this, looking like this, you never tire. Uh-oh. Did we lose Nikki? Uh-oh, child. I don't know what happened. And she got all the pictures, y'all. Next, we were going to do Victoria Monet, and she is wearing Atelier Versace. So let's see if I could. You back?
I'm so sorry. I like swiped on my computer and it kicked me out. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, why did background change?
You know what? You were holding it down. You were holding it down. I'm so sorry. Keep going. Forgive me. I'm coming. I
have moved on to Victoria.
Oh, you moved on to Victoria. Let's go.
You got the picture?
Yes, I do. Do. Forgive me. I'm on it. Oh my goodness, my computer's so sensitive. The star of the night. Because we're a little pressed for time, I'm going to say this is my favorite look.
This is my favorite look. I was going to say it.
Yeah.
This is my favorite look.
She won the night.
This was my favorite look. She looks like a superstar.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because she is.
I don't know if this is her first Grammys, but this was like, her first nominations. And she's like, listen, I got to come and I got to come done. She looks like a bronze goddess. Her hair looks perfect. The makeup looks perfect. The jewelry is amazing. I don't even know if y'all can get into this like necklace. It's like a serpent like around her neck. It's beautiful. Let me see who that is by. She just looks amazing. It's Bulgari, and before I looked it up, I knew it was Bulgari. I think she looks beautiful. It was the best look of the night. She looked so happy, radiant with her fine ass man, and her baby, who I love.
Got that body right.
Yes. Get the body right. I just think she looks amazing. She's styled by Colin Carter, who is probably more known for his work with Cardi B. Yes, it's Colin. And she looks amazing. Like, she looks phenomenal. She was by far, as soon as you asked me to do this, I told Nikki, do we really need to do like fashions for the Grammys? Because people don't come out like dressing for the Grammys, and I don't like anybody's look. But when I had to go through the fashions, I knew that this was going to be my favorite look. You know what I mean? So this is by far my favorite look of the night. And I'm so happy she was nominated. So happy that she won. It's her time. And she looks, I thought she looked good.
She won the night for me.
Yeah.
She won the night for me. Do you
actually really quickly? It's not that people don't, because I feel like a lot of people do wear Atelier Versace. That basically is their couture. But their dresses are amazing. They're like the fabrication is always good. The bodice is always good. The way they do like pleating and sculptural is always good, but they're always sexy. I think that like a lot of people sleep on them because the House of Versace has like a, bold Italian sexy thing. But I think that you can really, Versace gonna give you a good gown. And I think that this was a really, really good gown for her. It just looks stunning.
Yeah.
It looks
I
stunning.
agree. I thought the whole family looked beautiful, but
The whole family looked beautiful.
I thought she looked great, and this is how you show up as best new artist.
Yes.
And this is how you win.
This is how you win.
I loved it. And this is her signature color. I love that she's sticking with that. She looks great, and I'm very happy for her.
Very happy.
Very happy. She deserves. Do you have any looks from what we talked about that you think, let's try a different route next year?
Ed Sheeran.
You know what? I'm not going to agree because I felt like this is the best he's going to do. Ed's best.
Ed is really successful. Ed is really rich. Ed can hire a stylist.
Okay.
Ed can hire a stylist. Ed could have wore a black suit. Ed could have wore a little Tom Brown suit. Ed could have wore a little Berluti suit. It don't have to be fancy. It don't have, and you know what? You get a little more leeway at the Grammys. He could have wore a suit and a t-shirt. He could have wore a suit and a little like striped sweater or something like that. You don't have to be done. And he could have put a sneaker on. This was him trying, but he looks uncomfortable in it because it's not.
That's just his face. Ed always looks uncomfortable, even when he's having a good time. We got to be honest. Even when he's having a good time, our boy always looks like he's ready to go.
And he done had a rough year. Was it Marvin Gaye? Was it Marvin? Who sued him?
It's that Gaye family don't play. They'll sue you. They'll sue you. Don't you hum Marvin song.
They'll sue you.
They'll sue you.
They'll sue you.
The one who I would want to try again next year, I'm gonna have to go with Doja. Here is why. The dress was beautiful. The styling was garbage.
Right.
And as the star, I should be more focused on you and not the dress.
Mm-hmm.
The dress wore her, and I felt like it could have went better if there was an actual effort. But she's in her rebellious stage, so
right.
There you go.
It's her same stylist who she's been working with, who has done wonders for her. Like when she comes to the fashion shows, like when she's at Schiaparelli and she's in these full looks, and like she's just had better. So it really was just the styling of this look that I didn't. But again, it kind of, I don't love it, but it works for the Grammys, the tattoos and you know what I mean? It's like, this is a rocker, grungy kind of Grammy look. And it really does give whole Courtney Love, like it gives that. So now, even that is like,
dress up. Courtney would ate this
dress. Courtney has basically. Courtney has worn a little nude slip dress off the shoulder. She has and looked great in it. So maybe this is like a homage to that. And for that, it makes sense for the event. You know what I mean? I don't really like the styling at all. I don't like the glasses. I don't like the hair. But the dress is beautiful. It's a well done dress. But it's just it's some styling of it that I didn't really like.
Yeah.
But there are no rules at the Grammys. So like for
there are no rules in fashion.
There are no rules. So like when you do like a fashion looks at the Grammys, you kind of have to take my like what would be appropriate for the Oscars and what would be appropriate for like some big sophisticated gala. These are musicians, they're edgy, they're artists. This is the height of their art and their expression, and you could wear, like what you want. It's not black tie or white tie dinner, so.
And again, these are our opinions. Fashion is subjective. If you wear it and you like it, I love it.
Right.
I love it.
But some of them don't like it because they just wearing what the stylist suggests. So, like Ed.
Personality needs to shine and, have authority over what you are representing and wearing as an artist on the carpet.
But also listen to the professionals because
true.
We do know. We're here to help you.
We do know. Arnold, thank you so much for doing this.
Welcome.
We're going to talk after this about some other projects that I want us to work on together. Thank you all, Star Family, for joining me. Star Family, I am about to jump into reality TV chat live. Give me just about 5 minutes and we'll be in there. discussing some reality TV stuff. And I will see you soon, very soon, for something else. Bye, y'all. Thank you for joining us.